Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Blingo back here with another video. Hope y'all all been living y'all truth. Now, listen, this whole Adin Ross thing, man, this guy, he is something. He's something. Now, it's okay to have your opinions about things, right? It's okay to have your opinions about things. I think if you have an opinion about something and it's about someone else, try to be respectful about it. It's not that difficult to be respectful about it. Be respectful. You know, that's it. Adin Ross was very disrespectful with the things that he said about Doechii. Very disrespectful. You don't got to call her no names while you are saying how you feel about her music or her whatever you were talking about when it comes to her in the industry. You do not have to be disrespectful. Now you got problems with a lot of people. People don't agree. People don't agree with you. And there, of course, there's some people who are going to stand by your side. And Akademiks is one of them. Akademiks' friend is Joe Budden. Joe Budden is not one of them that agree with Adin Ross. Akademiks allows Adin Ross to disrespect Joe Budden. And that's the problem. That's the problem that we have. So we're going to watch Chick Smooth break down Joe Budden confronting DJ Akademiks about allowing Adin Ross to disrespect him. Let's go, y'all.
Well, here we are, you guys. Sometimes content over everything goes a little too far. That's right, you guys. This is what happens when COE goes wrong. Now, a couple days ago, DJ Akademiks was on Adin Ross's stream while he was dissing Joe Budden. Adin Ross pulled up to New York City. He called Joe Budden irrelevant. He told Joe Budden to pull up on him while he had the police with him. And on top of that, he talked about Joe's kids. He told Joe to go feed his kids.
Joe, buddy, you hear that police? They're with me, buddy. Come do something, bro. Fucking old fuck. Feed your kids.
Now, a lot of people said, damn, Joe, well, now you see that.
And this is why people think that he's like racist a little bit, or a lot. Because why he got to go feed his kids? Like, what makes you say that he don't feed his kids? What made you say that? And that's the problem that I got with Adin Ross and people like him.
Akademiks really does not rock with you. What are you going to say? Are you going to distance yourself from Akademiks? Are you going to stop defending him? Or is Joe just going to ignore it and keep it pushing? Well, looks like Joe was not a fan of Adin Ross talking bad and disrespecting him with Akademiks there. Joe called up DJ Akademiks while he was live on the podcast. Please make sure you guys go check out the new Joe Budden podcast episode 892. But Joe called up DJ Akademiks and confronted them for letting Adin Ross diss him in front of him. And here's the call between Joe Budden and DJ Akademiks.
Joe! What's going on?
Yo, can I speak to DJ Akademiks?
What's going on with you?
Can I speak to DJ Is this DJ Akademiks?
I should be saying it the other way around. Can I speak to Joe Budden?
Listen, I'm on. Let me let you know. First of all, Happy New Year. I'm on the I'm on the air, so don't say anything that can incriminate yourself or myself. But I just wanted to give you a call. You know what I mean?
How's everything been?
I mean, everything is great, especially my Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice. Hey.
I gotta tell you, I'm seeing some things. I just wanted to know, like, everything cool? We cool? We good?
That's like a little, you know, people, my Wi-Fi's good, you know? He about to go off maybe, I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, no, of course, me and you were good, but I need, you know, I like when my friends get along. All my friends get along. I gotta squash this you and Adin thing, man.
Man, I don't give a fuck about him. I'm calling about you because in some of these clips I'm seeing, I mean, I just thought you so no. It's looking. I'm not hearing my man say, "Yo, I know Joe. I love Joe. I've worked with Joe. I made history with Joe."
That's all.
We ain't just about to just keep talking about Joe any type of way around me. Now, that's what I thought I would hear.
Now
he's like laughing, but he tight. And that's a fact, you know. Joe Budden is like honestly, if we really think about it, he's like Akademiks' big homie in a way, you know? Like, he put him on. Like, Akademiks was really just on YouTube. He was just on YouTube. Joe Budden is the one who kind of like put him on that show, Everyday Struggle. Like, that's crazy that he's on, he's rich now, he's super rich now, and he just letting people talk trash about him. That's not cool.
No, and I completely get that. But you do know, all right, there's a little bit of understanding for, like, especially with Adin, because I've been the person that I've felt like the people maybe not in my demo have all ganged up on. Right?
No, I heard you say that. I heard you say it.
And that's that understanding I have. Obviously, he's gonna say, like, you know, he feels it's a little petty and personal. He's gonna be like, well, Joe is irrelevant, which I think last night he said, I was like, no, that's not true. My man's pretty lit.
How could you say that Joe Budden is irrelevant? They say he allegedly makes like $2 million a month off his podcast. On top of that, he's the only one who has a podcast that doesn't need guests. He could just straight up make a podcast. His podcast does not rely on guests at all. He could just go up and talk with his friends and is gonna do numbers, period. You can't say he's irrelevant. And that's another thing, like sometimes like people like Adin Ross, like they just talk dumb. Like they just say dumb stuff. How you gonna say Joe Budden's irrelevant? How? It's the stupidest thing ever.
Lit.
But I mean, that's okay. I don't no weapon formed. Right? Like, no weapon formed. Like, I don't care what anybody that I don't know has to say about me. So that's okay. But when I'm just seeing my man, I'm not like my man is in these. I said, let me call my man. Because some people, they're going to try to put a battery in my back. Like, yo, action up. I'm like, no, not my man. He wouldn't do that. No, he wouldn't do that. But then I'm not seeing you say, yo, I love homeboy. Yo, let's ease up on Joe.
No, of course. No, listen, you know that already, inherently. Even when I hear conversations about me on your pod, I know you love it.
That's what I'm saying. But tell them streamers. Tell them
different personalities.
Let them streets know. I mean, because I'm not going to get on Twitch or some shit. I ain't going to be able to tell them. But tell chat, I love Joe Budden. That's my mans. Tell him, like, make it known.
But he does say that. To be fair, Akademiks does say that. He just didn't say it at that time. But he does say how much he loves Joe Budden. So maybe Joe Budden is trolling him a little bit.
Listen, I've said that pretty much every time we talk about what we do.
As long as you tell him that, I feel splendid. I feel great, man. God damn it.
Hey, well, a lot of people don't know. Listen, even going back to last year, which I think is just a peak, you know, especially for independent, you know, outlets like yourself and myself. Shit, me and you, we on the phone. We're ping-ponging it. Pause. We're like, yo, listen, this is 1 and 2. Just we getting all the good shit here. You know what I mean? This is everyday struggle on different platforms. So obviously, yeah. The only thing I will say is that, like, I'm like in like an interesting spot. I remember coming into the game, and like a lot of the older folks, they didn't fuck with me, and it was just like, yo, fuck this guy. And I think they thought if you get Act out of the way, like that whole wave is dead. And I always know that wave is never dead. Like right now on YouTube, there's a million acts, and when it comes to like people like Adin Ross,
not a million acts, buddy.
No, maybe not that, you know, effective.
But I know
whatever,
what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but when it comes to like Adin, that's like also a different iteration. So obviously he's, you know, I think there's a lot of I would love for conversation to happen, because that's how Everyday Struggle started. Like I was supposed to be the guy who liked the color. You were the guy who was into the quintessential traditional hip hop, and they put us together. And over 9 months, we were basically kind of moving in tandem.
But Adin Ross is disrespectful. Like. He's a disrespectful dude. That's the thing. Like, on Everyday Struggle, you guys was kind of going back and forth and just talking. Like, y'all just talking about your ideas. It was not, I don't think there's really that many disrespectful moments, but Adin Ross is disrespectful. That's the problem. He's disrespectful. You're giving people reason to not like you. And that's the thing. Like, can we stop acting like we don't understand why people are upset, or can we stop acting like we don't hear why people are upset? We know why Glasses Malone is upset. We know why. He's telling us, take it for what it is.
Tell Adin. Tell him.
No, I think he's in that mindset. I think he's thinking when he hears you, you're like, yo, somebody beat him up, somebody do this. And obviously at that point, you know, anytime people hear anything about violence, they're like, where do we go from here?
And no one should be using their platform to spread violence.
That's true.
Like, I don't support
Sure.
that. I don't support that.
So, and also, I think that the Deutsche conversation is an interesting one, right?
I didn't call to talk about Dochi or none of that. I came
that's
to
where it stems
call
from.
my man and ask my man something, and my man answered me, and that's it. I don't care about none of this
Who's in your ear,
hip-hop
Joe?
shit.
Somebody, hold on.
The
Somebody's in your ear.
Redditors.
Oh, you can't listen
The
to
Redditors.
Like, come on. Oh, no.
The streamers
Hey.
and the Redditors. I
Okay,
don't
you gotta
normally
get on that
visit.
Reddit, Joe.
I don't visit that part of the internet most times, but it did come across my desk, and I haven't spoken to you anyway, so it's good to hear
Okay.
from you. Good to hear from you.
So, well, let me categorically state it on the record, like I've stated off. Joe is always my man. We accomplished history together. He's been a close friend to me, but also he's given me great advice. He's been somebody that's been there for me through thick and thin. And one thing, and this is what I always say, even back at maybe the past iteration of your podcast, it's different when Joe says, you know what, ask my man, so he's wild in here. Because I know you, I know your character. And even if you say something that, you know what I mean, I have to take it like, you know, not the thing I wanted to hear. I know you got my best interest at heart. So, yeah,
I'm glad.
you never see a world where it's Akademiks versus Joe Budden.
I'm glad that you know it. Same on my side. I love you.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll never see a world where Akademiks will go at Joe Budden. Yeah, I don't think he ever will. As much as I don't agree with a lot of things that Akademiks say, I do think that he genuinely does love Joe Budden. I do. I think so.
I'll call you when I'm not on here.
All right.
Now, remember earlier in the video when I told you guys this was COE gone wrong? According to DJ Akademiks, he thought it was just all content. Akademiks got on his platform and said, yo, I was actually shocked that Joe called me because normally on his podcast, when his co-host or anybody he brings up is shitting on me, Joe doesn't censor them. He doesn't tell him to stop, yo, chill out, Ak is my mans. Nah, he lets them go and get their shit off about me. So, in return, that's why I was not trying to stop Adin Ross from talking bad about him. Here's what
I don't think that's completely true. I think Joe Budden, I've heard Joe Budden say, you know, ask my man, so I don't got a lot to say about this. Ask my man, so I don't got a lot to say about this. I've heard him. And then even when they are talking trash about Ak on the show, on Joe Budden's show, he kind of just lets them talk. He don't chime in. And another thing is, let's keep it real. Like, Akademiks, you do a lot of things that's hard to defend. Like, it's hard to be like, that's my man, even though he did this wild thing. You know what I mean? You did some wild stuff. Because usually, if you think about it, right, when people do wild stuff, right, in the industry, just anywhere, even if you may disagree with it, but you're just going to kind of stay quiet on it. You're not going to talk about it. You're just going to stay quiet on it. You're not going to mention it because you disagree. You disagree. But because that's your man, you're not going to make it worse and go, yeah, you know, it's messed up what he did, and I don't agree with it. You're not going to go on a public platform and, like, do that. So I kind of understand that, you know, but you can't silence everybody from talking about you when they don't agree with you, especially if it's a topic and we talk about topics. You know what I mean? What are we going to do? To be like, no, don't talk about that here. Like, come on. That will make you unauthentic.
Ak said.
Because him and Adin's been going back and forth.
Inauthentic. Authentic.
I think you guys have seen that. But truthfully speaking, I understand he has a bunch of people on his podcast that not everybody likes me. I think Ice likes me, I think. And I'm Ish. We're like, those guys I'm really cool with. I really like them, by the way. Thought they were the best replacements for the bums. Rory and Millie. But Mark, I haven't talked to him in person. Flip is cool. Is Melissa still on there? No, I think she's out of there. But then they have like this crackhead chick who talks a lot. I don't know. When they give their hateful comments about me, I don't expect Joe to be like, yo, don't talk about Act like that. That's my really close friend who we've done the best hip-hop show of all time. No, I understand that Joe doesn't personally feel like that, but he has a platform and he has a different bunch of people. And, you know, he might shoot back some light, you know, not necessarily defense, but just, you know, at least give some answers to what these people are saying, or you know, at least some defense, I guess.
Yeah, you got to give a little bit of defense, but they have to talk about the topics. So if you're the topic, they got to talk about it. You're doing IRL streams and people are just talking trash. Y'all out to eat. Y'all not talking about hip-hop topics. Y'all just talking. You know what I mean? Y'all doing IRL stuff. And that's like me hanging out, just going, I'm not working. You know, we're not working. We just hanging out. And you just allowing somebody to talk about your family member. Like, just talk about, you're not, it's like you just allowing people to talk trash. Like, y'all out to eat regular, just talking trash. Like, you can't allow that. That's different. Y'all doing IRL, that's what y'all doing, what the young kids is doing.
But I don't expect him to silence people, right? Like the crackhead chick, the meth addict, what's her name, Mona? If she says something, I don't expect him to edit it out. So when Adin said whatever he said about Joe, of course I don't feel like that about Joe, right? Like Adin yesterday, we were at some place in New York. He's like, yo, Joe's irrelevant. I'm like, no, he's not. Joe's pretty lit.
Now, I think this is part of the reason why certain people wanted Joe to basically disaffiliate from DJ Akademiks. It's because Akademiks rocks with a lot of people that does not rock with Joe. Akademiks rocks with Myron from Fresh and Fit. You guys know Myron and Joe Budden do not fuck with each other at all.
Yeah, like how could you be cool with Myron? Like, honestly, have y'all ever watched, Myron he be saying some wild racist stuff. Wild racist stuff. He talks terribly about black women. He uses like monkey emojis, monkey sounds and stuff when he's talking about black people. He's like racist. He's like really was like racist. He was trying to be with the, I don't know what group that was. I don't know if it was the KKK. I don't know what group he was. He was doing some wild stuff, but like, how do you defend that? Like, how could you be cool with that? You know what I'm saying? My friend hangs out with this guy. My friend is black. He hangs out with this guy. How could you? It's hard. That's what I'm talking about. That's a prime example of what I mean. Act does things that's hard to defend.
Akademiks also rocks with Adam 22. Adam 22 and Joe Budden don't like each other. Obviously, you got Adin Ross as well. Joe and Adin do not rock with each other. There's a couple more people that DJ Akademiks rocks with that Joe doesn't. And it's not one-sided, you guys. There's also people that Joe rocks with that don't fuck with Akademiks. You got Ebro, Rosenberg, everybody in TDE, yes, including the chef and the janitor as well. Mona, who Joe recently hired a couple months ago, she recently went on a tirade against DJ Akademiks on Joe's podcast. So if you're Akademiks, you're looking at this like, wait, I thought we were doing COE. I thought we had an understanding that we let people come on each other's platforms and talk.
Yeah, but I think it's, I guess so. They both got people who don't like, but honestly, Ak is just one of those friends, bro, that's just like, you love him, he's your friend, but he does a lot of wild stuff. It's just hard to, like, why don't they like Joe? Why don't they like Joe? I don't think Joe ever did nothing too crazy or said anything too crazy, like really diss people, call them out their names, made fun of you because of your sexuality. I don't think he did crazy stuff like that. Racist, anything. I don't think so. You know? So, there are allegations and stuff, but like, I'm saying like this straight out. I don't think so. You know?
Shit about the other person, but as long as we don't agree with it, it's all good. So obviously that was a huge misunderstanding from both parties. However, it's going to come a time where tough decisions are going to have to be made. As long as these guys are still in media, they're always going to have oppositions on each other's platforms. And it's going to come a point where the nostalgia of working together on everyday struggle is going to fade. And that's where the friendship is going to be tested. The fans are asking for Joe Budden to part ways with Akademiks. Joe doesn't want to part ways with him, and Akademiks still rocks with him, but his people and the creators that Ak fucks with don't fuck with Joe. Eventually, something's gotta give. If you guys are not best friends, you gotta know there's other people that the other person values more than you. So, unfortunately for Joe, when it comes to Adin, Akademiks is going to lean slightly towards Adin. He's going to let him get his shit off. The money and the content always comes first. Also, keep in mind, you guys, we have not seen DJ Akademiks on the Joe Budden podcast, the Joe Budden platform, ever since Joe hired Mark Lamont Hill. Also somebody that DJ Akademiks had beef with in the past. So let's see how things develop moving forward. I hope these guys had an actual real life call behind the scenes, not on the podcast. Because right now, it looks like these guys have a lot to talk about and a lot of misunderstandings. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
And he talked crazy about Mark. He talked crazy about Mark. He was screaming at Mark, calling him all kinds of names, calling him everything. I don't even really remember what Mark said. I don't think he said nothing too crazy to him. He probably disagreed with something, but the call, man, like, it's just hard. It's hard. And yes, Chigs is right. Yo, you're gonna have people that don't like you. I'm gonna have people that like me. I can't silence everybody that don't like you, that I'm friends with. I can't silence all my friends that don't like you. And you can't silence all your friends that don't like me. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But guys, let me know what y'all think about Joe Budden confronting DJ Akademiks in this whole Adin Ross situation. You know, it's been crazy. But, you know, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, Blingo for Vero, shop VeroClothing.net. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you at the next video. And remember to live your truth. Peace.